Hi, my name is Gary Donaldson, and this is the historical artifact I'm using for the rhetorical presentation. I'm going with Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, spanning from Matthew chapter 5 all the way into chapter 7. This is Jesus in Galilee after he has gotten his disciples and he has performed many miracles like healing demon-possessed people, people of paralytic who are dealing with seizures, and he is gaining a following already. And as the multitudes are starting to come in, Jesus starts to give some of his more well-known and powerful messages, like the Beatitudes, the going the second mile, the loving your neighbor, the adultery in heart, um, bearing false witness, the model prayer, basically the essentials in the gospel and what to be wary of and how to follow him appropriately. In Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, he uses antithesis, which is a figure of speech in which an opposition or contrast of ideas is expressed by parallelism of words that are the opposites of or strongly contrasted with each other. Jesus uses antithesis to take the Mosaic law, and instead of it being an outward compliance, it becomes a more inward intent in our hearts. Like adultery in chapter 5, verses 27 through 30, he takes the physical form of adultery and says if you still commit lust internally, then you are committing adultery. And he talks about murder. If you hate someone within your heart, then you are committing murder through anger. He talks about retaliation. Instead of an eye for an eye, as it's taught in the Mosaic law, there should be no retaliation. There should be generosity. And in the love-hate relationship, it should not be just loving your neighbors, but it should be loving your enemy. So he compacts the Mosaic law and adds to it that it's an inward intent. That is how Jesus uses antithesis in the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5 and chapter 7.